Imagine a society attempting to rebuild itself after a massive upheaval, with a new government facing a brutal civil war. How could policies designed to save the revolution inadvertently spark widespread internal opposition, even among those it claimed to representing? The social unrest experienced during War Communism in Soviet Russia was primarily caused by the extreme and coercive economic policies implemented by the Bolshevik government. These policies, intended to centralize control and sustain the Red Army during the Civil War, inadvertently alienated large segments of the population, leading to widespread famine, economic collapse, and open rebellion. The core mechanism behind this unrest stemmed from the state's radical departure from market principles and traditional economic life. Faced with a disintegrating economy and the urgent need to provision its fighting forces, the Bolsheviks essentially abolished private trade, nationalized all industry, and most critically, instituted продразверстка. This term, meaning grain requisitioning, forced peasants to surrender their agricultural surpluses to the state. The rationale was that the state, as the vanguard of the proletariat, knew best how to distribute resources. However, this policy removed the incentive for peasants to produce beyond their immediate needs, causing agricultural output to plummet and creating massive food shortages in both the countryside and the cities. To fully grasp the impact, consider how these policies dismantled the everyday mechanisms people relied on for survival. With private trade outlawed, the vital link between food producers and consumers was severed, except through state channels which were often inefficient or corrupt. This forced many, especially urban dwellers, to relying on the cherny rynek, or black market, to acquire necessities. Understanding this demonstrates the fundamental clash between ideological purity and practical human needs. The state's attempt to control every aspect of economic life, while driven by revolutionary ideals and wartime necessity, generated immense hardship and resentment. A significant insider detail that illustrates the depth of this unrest was the Kronstadt Rebellion in 1921. This uprising involved sailors and soldiers, previously strong supporters of the Bolsheviks, who revolted against War Communism's harshness. Their demands included free Soviets, an end to political repression, and economic liberalization. This event dramatically highlighted that even those within the revolutionary ranks were growing disillusioned, demonstrating the immense pressure the policies created across society. Ultimately, the widespread social unrest caused by War Communism's drastic policies, such as forced grain requisitioning and the suppression of private markets, pushed the Bolshevik leadership to a critical realization. The government recognized that such extreme measures were unsustainable and threatened the very survival of the Soviet state. This understanding proved crucial in leading to the abandonment of War Communism and the introduction of the new economic policy, marking a significant pivot in early Soviet history and offering a powerful lesson in the complex interplay between ideology, necessity, and human resilience.